Today, the Buzz would like to present the 10 highest altitude strategic bomber aircraft of all time. Number 10, the Tupolev Tu-95, originating in the Soviet Union. The Tu-95 is a turboprop-powered strategic bomber known for its long endurance and distinctive engine configuration. She has a service ceiling of approximately 45,000 feet, 13,700 meters, slightly lower than jet-powered counterparts, but still significant. In traditional bombing roles, weapons could be released from 30,000 to 40,000 feet, though modern missions rely more on cruise missiles. The aircraft has an impressive range of around 15,000 kilometers, making it one of the longest-range bombers ever built. She can carry nuclear weapons, cruise missiles, and conventional bombs depending on mission requirements. Number 9, the Boeing B-52 Stratofortress, developed by the United States, remains one of the longest-serving bombers in history. She operates at a service ceiling of around 50,000 feet, 15,240 meters, making her a classic high-altitude bomber. During the Vietnam War, she conducted large-scale conventional bombing missions from 30,000 to 40,000 feet, while capable of higher altitude release profiles. The aircraft has a combat range of approximately 14,000 kilometers, extendable significantly with aerial refueling. She carries a vast array of payloads, including gravity bombs, cruise missiles, and precision-guided bombs. Over decades, her role has evolved from carpet bombing to standoff strike missions. The B-52 remains a cornerstone of U.S. strategic air power. The Northrop Grumman B-21 Raider, also from the United States, the B-21 Raider is the next-generation stealth bomber designed to replace older platforms like the B-2 and B-1B. While exact specifications remain classified, she is expected to operate at a service ceiling of around 50,000 feet, 15,240 meters. Like her predecessor, she will likely conduct bombing missions from high-altitude profiles near 40,000 to 50,000 feet using precision-guided weapons. The aircraft is designed for intercontinental range, expected to exceed 9,000 to 10,000 kilometers without refueling. She will carry advanced conventional and nuclear munitions within internal bays to maintain stealth. The B-21 emphasizes survivability through a combination of stealth, networking, and standoff capability. Her operational doctrine reflects modern warfare's reliance on precision rather than sheer altitude. At number 7, the Northrop Grumman B-2 Spirit. The United States developed the B-2 Spirit as a stealth strategic bomber capable of penetrating heavily defended airspace. She operates at a service ceiling of approximately 50,000 feet, 15,240 meters. Combining altitude with low observability, and a well-documented example is Operation Allied Force 1999, where she dropped JDAMs from around 50,000 feet over Serbia with high precision. The bomber has an unfueled range of about 11,000 kilometers, extendable globally with aerial refueling. She carries a wide range of precision-guided munitions, including JDAMs, bunker buster, and nuclear weapons. Unlike earlier bombers, her survivability depends more on stealth than altitude alone. The B-2 represents a shift from brute force, high-altitude bombing to precision strike warfare. At number 6, the Tupolev Tu-160, developed by the Soviet Union and later operated by Russia. The Tu-160 is the largest and fastest supersonic bomber in service today. She combines high speed and high altitude capability, reaching a service ceiling of around 52,000 feet, 15,850 meters. While modern missions emphasize standoff weapon, she can release conventional munitions from 40,000 to 50,000 feet when required. The aircraft boasts an intercontinental range of approximately 12,300 kilometers, making her a true global strike platform. She carries a diverse payload including cruise missiles, nuclear weapons, and conventional bombs housed in internal rotary launchers. The Tu-160 remains a key component of Russia's strategic aviation forces. Number 5, the Vickers Valiant. This UK bomber was designed primarily for high-altitude nuclear deterrence missions, with a service ceiling of about 54,000 feet, 16,460 meters. Early bombing doctrine placed release altitudes in the range of 40,000 to 50,000 feet before the emergence of advanced surface-to-air missiles. The aircraft had a combat range of roughly 7,200 km, allowing her to reach deep strategic targets. She could carry both nuclear weapons and significant load of conventional bombs within her internal bay. Although her service life was relatively short, she played a critical role in establishing Britain's airborne nuclear deterrent. At number 4, the Avro Vulcan. Also developed in the United Kingdom, the Vulcan became one of the most iconic bombers of the Cold War due to her distinctive delta wing design. She was optimized for high-altitude penetration with a service ceiling of about 56,000 feet, 17,070 meters. During early service, bombing runs were planned from 45,000 to 50,000 feet, allowing her to evade many early interception systems. In combat, she conducted conventional bombing during the Falklands War, Operation Black Buck, though at lower altitudes due to modern air forces. The Vulcan had a range of around 7,400 kilometers, extendable through aerial refueling for long-range missions. She carried a wide mix of payloads including conventional bombs, nuclear weapons, and later specialized munitions. Number 3, the Handley Page Victor. The United Kingdom developed the Victor as a part of its V-bomber force, emphasizing high-altitude nuclear and conventional strike missions. She featured a highly advanced crescent wing design that allowed efficient flight at extreme altitudes. The bomber's service ceiling reached around 56,000 feet, 17,070 meters, placed her among the highest operating bombers of the Cold War. In early operational doctrine, bombs were intended to be released from 45,000 to 55,000 feet before evolving air defenses forced a shift to low-level penetration. The Victor had a combat range of approximately 9,600 kilometers, making her capable of long-distance strategic missions. She could carry a variety of payloads including nuclear weapons and conventional free-fall bombs in an internal bay. The Convair B-58 Hustler. Originating from the United States, the B-58 Hustler was the first operational supersonic bomber and a major leap in high-altitude strike capability. She was built to sustain Mach 2 flight while delivering payloads from extreme altitudes, prioritizing speed and altitude over payload size. The bomber had a service ceiling of approximately 64,000 feet, 19,500 meters, allowing her to operate above most interceptors of the early 1960s. In operational concepts, conventional or nuclear weapons could be released from around 50,000 to 60,000 feet, ensuring survivability during penetration missions. The aircraft has a combat range of roughly 4,400 kilometers, extendable with aerial refueling. She carried weapons in a distinctive under-fuselage pod, which could include nuclear devices or conventional bombs depending on mission requirements. The B-58's combination of altitude and speed made her one of the most advanced bombers of her time. At number 1, the North American XB-70 Valkyrie, developed by the United States during the Cold War. The XB-70 Valkyrie was envisioned as the ultimate high-altitude, high-speed strategic bomber capable of outrunning any interceptor of its era. She was designed to cruise at Mach 3 at extreme altitudes, making her one of the most ambitious bomber projects ever attempted. The aircraft had a service ceiling of about 77,350 feet, 23,580 meters, which remains unmatched among bomber-class aircraft. Although she never entered operational service, test profiles demonstrated theoretical bomb release capability from altitudes over 70,000 feet where traditional interception was nearly impossible. Her intercontinental range was projected at around 6,900 kilometers, enabling deep penetration missions without refueling. The XB-70 was intended to carry both nuclear and conventional gravity bombs in an internal bay optimized for high-speed deployment. Despite cancellations, she represents the absolute peak of altitude-focused bomber design philosophy. And that's it, guys, for today. We'll see you again in our next video. Until then, stay tuned for these deep dives into the world of military.